Hey everyone, welcome. Happy Sunday. What's everyone doing today? I've had a super busy day, like in meetings all day, and doing some planning for upcoming workshops, and it's been such a busy, awesome day. So, welcome. I'm Donna Nelson. I am here to share episode 23 of Rooted in Wisdom, a daily dose of Donna. And today I'm going to share with you one of my mindset tricks for staying on track with what matters most throughout the year. So, I promised yesterday that I was going to share this with you today. So, I'm all prepared to do that. But if you're not familiar with this little series that I've been doing, it's all about science and soul. So whether or not you want to up your game in business or have better relationships, make more money, have more abundance in all areas of your life, improve your mental, physical, emotional well-being, or even be more spiritually connected in your journey to wholeness, you need to know how to get there. And it takes a foundation rooted in wisdom, of science and soul. So what I'm sharing with you today is my wisdom tip on a mindset trick that I learned many years ago, and I do it every year, and that is choosing a word of the year. Now, I think sometimes this kind of can get a bad rap. Maybe sometimes like goal setting or manifesting and law of attraction and some other kind of things that seem a little woo. But since much of my work is based in neuroscience, I will tell you that this can really work. And if you don't like goal setting, or you're just not good at goal setting, or you don't want to goal set, or you just want to choose a word, have a simple process or a simple way of just aligning with your goals and visions of the year, choosing a word of the year is an easy way to do that. So while I do vision boards and I choose a word of the year and I goal set, not as much hardcore goal setting as much as it is about alignment and being clear on the outcomes that I want. But that's for another day. But choosing a word of the year can really help you narrow in on those things that matter most. And by choosing a word of the year, it can just really help you guide your decisions and continue moving toward what that is that you want in whatever area of life it is. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a physical outcome goal. It could be anything, right? So the first step is to create this self-awareness. And the way that we do that is by connecting to a word that can kind of spin out and connect to all these other areas of our life, right? So that's why I love choosing a word, because one word can have significant meaning and connections to all of these areas of our life. So self-awareness and then very specific intention. So I teach a workshop on this. And I actually decided, since I love doing this every year, that I'm going to do a workshop on it, and I'll tell you about that in just a few minutes. So in choosing a word of the year, I'll tell you what mine is, and then if you want to, I'm telling you why you should have a word of the year, and it's not really that difficult to think about what will have meaning. So I'll tell you what mine is and how I choose my word, and it's super intuitive. So there's no real formula for it necessarily, although I have some steps to help you get there, to tune in, to decide what that is. And I do that in my workshop. And we go through a little process then on how to make sure that you can know those areas of your life where it's connected, and then be able to keep them very intentional throughout the year. So I have a little worksheet that I do every year. Now this, I usually print it out and I brainstorm and, write mine out. But while I was doing this today and updating it to 2021, I decided to just go ahead and type on it. So that is totally not necessary. You can have a plain piece of paper. But in the workshop, I have a worksheet as just a guide. So I take my word and I put it in the middle, and then I have these different areas of my life that are going to be my concentration, that I'm going to be really intentional about having this word part of this year. So it can help simplify things and keep things narrowed in on what are the things that are really going to matter most this year. So my word this year is sustainable. And with that word of the year, besides creating a visual for it, I also create a physical item. So I have, I bought this a couple years ago from My Intent, that has these My Intent bracelets, and they're like all the rage in Hollywood. Like everybody has them. They're very neutral, very unisex. So I have the little metal stamps, and I stamp in my word. So my word is sustainable. So what that does is it reminds me, by wearing this and seeing this in front of me, even when this is not what matters most to me this year, and that is having sustainable systems, having sustainable relationships, having sustainable money decisions and money management and money income, and what are those things in my business that are important so that my business is sustainable, and that is systems and income. And systems is a really weak spot. So I really want to work on that this year so I can be more efficient, because when I'm more efficient, then I can make more money. And when I can make more money, then I can help more people and do more of the things that I love doing. So, and then of course my personal interest, and then my health. So, and again, it doesn't, the areas, mine aren't yours, although they could be. But we're going to identify what yours are. So, but if you don't want to do the workshop, then you can figure that out on your own. But choosing a word of the year is a super simple way to pick one thing that has meaning across multiple areas of your life that you can keep coming back to. So maybe it's an emotion. Maybe it is something to create physical outcomes for you. Maybe it is a sentiment of some kind to keep you connected. It's grounding. It could be, let's just say it's happiness. That's a really broad thing, right? But if you think about happiness, so when you're doing things that don't bring you happiness and you see a physical reminder or a written reminder of those areas of your life where you want to build more happiness, or remind those areas of your life that bring you the most happiness, then you have that as a tool to keep bringing you back to, that's your focus for this year. That's your intention for this year. That's what matters most. So choose a word of the year. If you need help with it, my workshop is fantastic. I have scheduled a 2-hour workshop. It is, let me tell you when it is. I think I can, let me just see. I'm going to drop the info in the thing, I think, where you can just sign up for it. Okay, I think that worked. So it is next Sunday, and it's 2 hours. It's from 2 to 4. It's going to be live in a Zoom, so we're all able to, collaborate and participate. Again, it's very interactive because I'm helping you pick your word, and we can have, collaboration around your word and what matters most and how to align that with your year. And with that, when you sign up for the workshop, it's only $37 for a 2-hour workshop. I'm going to give you a free intention bracelet, specifically personalized with your word. So, and they come in really cool colors. So it'll be sent to you, of course, after the workshop, right? Because you don't know what your word is yet. to pick it at the workshop. So of course mine is this brass with the red, because red is my favorite color. But then we also have this really killer. There's shiny black, and the lighting is really bad for the black. And then you can have either the red cord, the natural, or the black. And then the other options are the brass with the natural, the red, or the black string. And then they have like, it's a drawstring, so you can, it's easy to put on and adjust it. So really cool. But it's a really great reminder of your goal for the year, or something that really is important to you that you want to be mindful of. Lots of times people will put, something that is a memory or something like that on there. Yeah, so it doesn't really matter what it is and what your intent is. It's something that you want to have within your heart, that's going to produce something, a feeling within you. So, and that's the secret to your intentions, right? So again, I say this all the time, right? It's about what is the feeling that you want. So every outcome that we desire gets accomplished based on a feeling. And it comes with ease when they're positive, empowering, uplifting feelings, versus stressing ourselves out and working in a sense of urgency away from the negative. So I want to be able to help you frame that, so that you can accomplish and feel wholeness this year. So, all right, so that is next Sunday. So obviously you got to make a decision super quick. It's obviously a no-brainer. It's not that big of a deal. If you can make it from 2 to 4, there is no replay. You got to show up live to make it happen. So I hope you'll join me, because it'll be super fun, and I will love being able to help you pick out your word of the year and get you your very own personalized My Intent bracelet with your word on it. So, all right, see you next time. Good night.